Hello. So this is my second vlog today. I wanted to vlog again because the first vlog didn't really have any content to it, and I did want to share how I was feeling about some things. It might come out a little jumbled. So I've been thinking a lot lately, and I've been single for quite a few months now. My last relationship ended in about March. I had another pseudo relationship afterwards. Now I'm single, like completely single. It's interesting being by yourself after not only being with someone for so long, but having them live with you. And before that, I was with someone else who lived with me. So this is kind of a new experience for me. I was single for about a year before those last 3 relationships happened. It was a very long time ago when I was single last. I think I was 20, 21. It's interesting being alone. It's different, and I'm getting used to it, and I'm getting used to myself, and I'm getting used to quiet, but I'm also getting used to not having anybody here, and that's good and it's bad. There are moments where, I definitely feel some sort of lonely, and I hate that word. I really hate that word. I feel like lonely shouldn't happen all the time. It shouldn't happen just because you're alone, but I'm definitely the type of person that needs other human contact, and sometimes that's fulfilled with friends, but other times, you just want to feel loved, and it's hard when you have had it for so long and then all of a sudden there's no kind of romantic love in your life. So it's a learning process. It's interesting, and I'm learning a lot. I'm going through a lot, and I have kind of come to terms with the fact that I don't need a romantic love in my life right now, and I'm not really ready for it either. I'm moving in a year, so what could I start in that time? Also, I'm really starting to see how wrong for me that a lot of people are. Not only that, but I'm wrong for them, and it's so hard to find someone who's compatible for you. It's so hard that I find myself questioning other people's relationships, how did you meet this person after just getting out of a relationship and you're now in a new relationship with this new person that you just met 2 days ago? I don't understand. And sometimes those relationships last forever, and it blows my mind. Or when someone just hops from one relationship to another, to another, to another, and I just don't understand how you can be happy unless you're just happy because you have someone and not actually happy with the person that you're with. But I'm coming to terms with the fact that sometimes I do feel lonely, and sometimes I do want someone in my life who loves me, but I think that right now the only kind of love that I really want is friend love, and love from my mom, and love from my dog and my cat. I think that being by yourself is often overrated, and people get really scared of being by themselves, especially after a breakup. It's tough. It's definitely tough. I'm learning a lot. I'm learning self-control in a lot of ways. It is so hard sometimes to not email that person that you've been thinking about, or text them, or call them, let them know somehow or other that you're thinking about them and that you're lonely and whatever. But there is a lot to be said about self-control, and that's hard. It's easy for your mind and your heart to get confused, and a lot of the times you want to say something, or you crave somebody even, and it's so hard to hold back, but deep down that this person isn't right for you, and that you'd only be opening a can of worms. And I think that's what growing up is about, and I think that's why it's so important to be by yourself sometimes, so that you can get past those moments and you can get to know yourself. And there's a lot to be said for waiting for the right person, really. Not a lot of people do, and then they're in a relationship with someone for 5 years, and then the right person either walks right by them and they don't notice them, or they cheat and they hurt someone way more than they should have if they had just acknowledged that they were wrong for them. This is a rambly rant. I don't even really know what I'm saying at this point. I just wanted to talk about loneliness and how everybody feels it, and everybody wants to reach out to that person that deep down you shouldn't be reaching out to, because it's hard to be alone sometimes, especially if you know that you have someone somewhere who will respond to you when you are feeling alone and craving someone. It's easy to forget the bad things. I just wanted to let other people know that this is common, and it happens to me, and it happens to everybody, and there's a lot to be said for being by yourself and for figuring out how your mind works and what you're doing with your life and who you should be loving, and focus your love on your friends and the people who are here now, not someone who's gone or someone who might be there sometime in the future. And wait for the right person to come along. Don't settle for someone who treats you like shit or who's wrong for you, even if they treat you like gold. You know, there's always that gut feeling, when someone's right for you. So this is a reminder to myself as much as it is a reminder to my friends and to whoever else who's watching that there's a lot to be said for being alone. And I think it makes you so much stronger to be alone than to be with someone who's wrong for you. So that's all I have to say about that. Thanks for listening.